The governor of the U.S. state of California, Gavin Newsom, is in China for an official visit. After visiting Hong Kong, this very bus depot is the first place he visited on the Chinese mainland. And the question is, why visit a bus depot in Shenzhen? Well, firstly, the Anto Hill Bus Depot is also an electric bus charging station. Shenzhen is the first major city around the world to have an all-electric bus and taxi fleet. There are around 16,000 electric buses and around 40,000 charging stations in the city. Newsom made it clear before the start of this trip that discussions on climate action would be one of his top priorities. At this depot, he had discussions with businesses on how to develop technologies and infrastructures to support such a big green public transportation system. During an interview with us, he used the word huge scope several times to describe the system.
You guys are doing things at a level that's not being done anywhere else in the globe. And so we're here in that light, that inspiration, also in the spirit, as you say, of partnership. We've been working together for decades.
Visiting Shenzhen and getting to know more about new energy transportation is probably just what Newsom needs. Although California was historically one of the biggest oil producers in the U.S., Newsom is very committed to phase out fossil fuels in the state and tackle climate change. During an UN summit, he said that climate crisis is a fossil fuel crisis.
Climate crisis is a fossil fuel crisis. This climate crisis persists. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's the burning of oil. It's the burning of gas.
So the collaboration potential between China and California in tackling climate change seems to be pretty obvious. But there are commentators in the U.S. saying Newsom's trip to China might give him political uncertainties, as the relationship between China and the U.S. is still quite complex. But Newsom said that climate change affects everyone, and his trip is about sharing experience.
You move fast, you move at scale, and you take technology and you test them, and we're able to share and compare and contrast.
About a third of Chinese immigrants to America are living in California. So, of course, you could also interpret his trip to China as a way to get votes from this group. Nevertheless, there is no way anyone could disagree that climate change requires international collaboration.